Deirdre and Bonnie, and we're doing the lesson so you can see everything she's learned. We'll work through the obedience commands, and then we'll show you us brushing her. And the first thing we teach dogs when they come here is attention to name. Bonnie, good. If she doesn't look, I said, I was getting ready to touch her. You can't see, but there's a cat right there, and she's fascinated with the cat, so Bonnie, good girl. Well, Bonnie means look up, make eye contact. You should say her name one time. Don't repeat Bonnie, 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 and let her ignore you. Here comes the cat, you can see. But if she's very interested in something like this, you still want her to pay attention. Bonnie, good girl. But you notice I didn't repeat it, I just touched her ear to get her attention and look at me, and then praise. And then when we walk, we say, let's go. Good girl, come on, Bonnie. We walk up the left side, good girl. And she's still learning, so you still want to praise. Good girl, Bonnie. Hold the leash in our right hand. We want it very loose. You notice the loop here. And she should stay the pace that you're at. Come on, Bonnie. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. Let's go. Come on, Bonnie. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. When we come to a halt, she should sit next to you. If she doesn't sit when you come to a stop, just remind her, and she'll soon get into the habit with you. Good girl. Okay, Bonnie. Bonnie. Good sit. Good girl. She was a little slow, but she did it. Okay, Bonnie, let's go. Good girl, Bonnie. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. She started to not sit. I just said, reminded her to do it. And then we do the sit stay. And the stay is just a flat hand in front of the face. We say stay. Good girl. You stay, Bonnie. And then praise her while she stays. A lot of times she'll lay down. It's up to you if you care if she lays down. Laying down is more comfortable for the dog than sitting. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Be sure and praise her when she's doing it correctly. Good girl, Bonnie. Good stay, Bonnie. We can get the cat down for distractions. You stay. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. Kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Good girl. You stay, Bonnie. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. And stay means you cannot, you can't get up until you're, Now she's moving. Say, down. Good. Remind her down. Stay. Remind her of what she's doing. She can be interested, but she can't move. Stay. Stay means you don't move until I say the release command. Good girl, Bonnie. Good job. Good job, Bonnie. And the down stay, which she's doing now, but we'll show you also, is good for around the house if you have company. When you're eating meals, put her on a down stay. Watching TV, practice down stays. That way she can be in the room with you, but she doesn't have to be up wandering around or, begging for food at the table or jumping on guests. Good girl. Good job. And the release command we say is okay. Okay means she can get up. Good girl. Good job, Bonnie. Let's go. Good girl. Then we can go see the kitty if you want. You want to see the kitty? What do you think? Say hi, kitty. Say hi. You want to say hi to the kitty? She's a little wary, which is fine. Say hi, kitty. What do you think? You want to say hi? No? Okay. Okay, good girl, Bonnie. Now we'll do down. Bonnie, sit. Good girl, Bonnie. Down, we'll show you do it at the same time. We say the word down, and we point to the ground. Good girl, all the way. No, Bonnie, down. Good girl, we'll do that again. It's hard to talk and then tell her what to do. Good girl, Bonnie. Okay, let's go. Come on, good job. Come on, Bonnie. Bonnie, sit. Good, Bonnie. Down. No, all the way. Good girl. And if she's slow, we noticed that she knew sit when she came in, but she was very slow. Try and speed up her response time. You don't want her to stay in there and think about it, and think about it, and think about it. She probably was waiting for a repeat of the command, and we want people to say the command one time, and if the dog doesn't respond, do a little correction. You can say or you can do a little leash correction, but we want a fairly instantaneous response. And this is down stay. Good girl. Stay, which you kind of saw earlier because she laid down on her own on the 6th day. Good girl, Bonnie. And the come command, we use a 20-foot long line, and you can buy a long line here, you can buy them in a pet store. Stay. And changing the leashes is not an excuse to get up. Petting her is not a reason to get up. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good girl, Bonnie. But back to the long line. Get yourself a 20-foot long line. You can get a longer one if you want. You can make one out of a piece of rope from the hardware store. But you want to use this to take her out in the park, in your front yard, your backyard. Okay. Let her get distracted. She'll probably go over and see Vanity.
Bonnie, come. Good girl.
And when you do the come command, you want to say the dog's name. The dog should look. And then you say, come. Bonnie! Good. Come! Good girl! Yay, Bonnie! Sit. Good girl. She should come out in front and sit. And close enough where you can pet her. You don't want her to sit way far away where you have to take a step forward. She should come right up front and sit right in front of you.
Bonnie! Hey,
Bonnie! Come! Hurry! Yay, Bonnie! Right here. Sit. Good job. And I just do the hands as a target. I want her to learn to come right here to me. Eventually, you don't need to do that, but it's just an enticing place for the dog to come to. You can see how she likes to come to my hands. She gets excited. And then my hands are right here at her level. I can pet her. It also prevents jumping. If I stand up straight, Bonnie, come and do this, she's going to come up and jump just like that. So keep your hands low because she does get excited when she comes. Good girl.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Good girl.
Good girl, Bonnie. Right here. Good. Right here. Oh, so excited. Nope. If she doesn't come to me, sit. Correct that. Sit. She knows what to do. She just gets a little excited. She's still a puppy. Good girl. And praise a lot. The come command should always be a happy place. You never want to call the dog to you and correct the dog. Good. Okay, now we'll do some brushing. And she did snap at us. And we did correct that. She just needs to learn to be a little more tolerant. Don't be afraid of her. If she snaps at you at home, be sure and correct her. Don't walk away. Don't stop brushing her. She doesn't seem to like having her hair pulled. But she's got long hair. She's going to get knots. Sometimes you have to pull.
I'm sorry, sweet. Whoa!
Stop.
Reading.
But sometimes you're going to have to pull. It's not the end of the world, but she doesn't get to snap.
Hey.
Good girl.
Hey, I missed you this.
But I like this big wide-toothed brush or comb, sorry. Gets the undercoat out. You can also use something like this. Either or. I think combining both gets most of the undercoat out. Good girl. But when you brush her, just be workmanlike. You know, we get it done. Don't stay here. Don't be like, okay, I'm not going to do hard, Bonnie. Don't do this. You know, just brush her. She can learn to tolerate her hair being pulled just like children. It's just like having a kid. You want to do your daughter's hair in the morning and you might pull it. They don't get to turn around and hit you in the face, just like this dog doesn't get to turn around and bite you. It's just a matter of teaching her that it's not as painful as she thinks. It's not a big deal. We're just going to brush her and get it done. And then praise her when she's doing a good job. Good girl, Bonnie. And if you want to, you can give her a cookie. I got some in my pocket. Bonnie, good girl. You want a cookie? Good girl. Good girl. But if you have trouble, if you try to brush her and she goes to snap at you and you're afraid of her, she's just got your number. You can't let her back you down. Work on it in the private lesson if it's something that you're not doing on your own. Come here. And I would have a leash on her so if she does try to get away, you can keep her with you. She shouldn't be allowed to run off and hide or escape the brushing. She needs to stay right with you while you're brushing her. Good girl, very good, good girl. As you can see, brushing's not a big deal now. Good girl, your tail. Good job, Bonnie. Good girl, good job. Good girl, Bonnie. Bonnie, sit. Good girl. And since we have a new person to Bonnie, I'm going to show you what to do when she greets new people, because I know you have trouble with jumping. So you get to come in and be on the video. Well,
If the baby here will move it.
oh, just open the door, he swings with it. But what we do when we sit, when we greet new people, Bonnie, get her to sit. Good girl. Stay. This is where you use your sit stay. Good girl. And then the new person should be able to approach Bonnie. You notice I'm not holding her. You don't want to hold her on a tight collar. That gets her agitated. Sit. She needs to learn her own self-control. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Good girl.
I'm just walking near her right
Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. And that's a person she's never met before, so this is a good test. If she wants to lay down, that's fine. Good girl. Good girl. Would you like to pet my dog, nice lady? Good girl.
Is she safe to pet?
Yeah. Good girl, Bonnie. She's very sweet. We're working on not jumping on people. Sit. Stay. Good. Stay. Good girl. Sit. Good. Stay. And you see, it's just gentle reminders. You don't want to hold her in place. But see, strangers can pet her without her, jumping. Bonnie, sit. We also introduced her to our mail carrier the other day, and she did very well.
Beautiful coat.
Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. And you can give her a cookie if you want for being such a good girl. Good job, Bonnie, but it's all about self-control
Good morning.
and her understanding your expectations. So you have to have expectations for Bonnie. You need to have some rules. Don't let her get away with everything. Have a clear idea in your mind of what you want her behavior to look like, and then work towards that goal. And there's Bonnie. And be sure and have your private lesson at your house. And you have follow-up classes here, and we hope you'll come to those. That helps a lot. Okay, thanks.